Not everyone who acts distant toward you actually dislikes you. In many cases, your presence simply triggers something uncomfortable inside them. Psychology shows that when people struggle with self-worth, they rarely express it directly. Instead, it appears through subtle behavior, emotional reactions, and silent patterns of comparison. What looks like attitude on the surface is often insecurity underneath, and what feels like rejection is sometimes just internal discomfort being projected outward. Here are 8 clear signs someone may secretly feel inferior around you. Number 1. They compare themselves to you in silence. Even without saying anything, they are constantly measuring their life against yours. Your progress, confidence, or lifestyle becomes a hidden reference point in their mind. Instead of focusing on their own growth, they mentally ask, "Why not me?" This silent comparison is often the first sign of internal insecurity. It can show up in subtle ways: the way they observe your success, the pauses in their reactions, or how quickly they shift topics when your achievements come up. Over time, this creates emotional tension inside them because they are constantly evaluating themselves through your progress instead of their own path. Number 2, they minimize your achievements. When you succeed, they struggle to fully acknowledge it. They might call it luck, timing, or say it's not a big deal. This is not logic, it's emotional defense. Downplaying your success helps them feel less behind in their own journey. In psychology, this is often called ego protection, where a person reduces the value of something they feel unable to match. Instead of celebrating you openly, they quietly rewrite your success in a way that feels less threatening to their self-esteem. Number 3, they imitate you without giving credit. They may copy your ideas, habits, style, or way of thinking, but they rarely admit where it came from. Psychologically, people often imitate those they admire or feel challenged by. But when insecurity is involved, admiration becomes hidden instead of expressed. This imitation can be very subtle: the way they speak, dress, or even think about opportunities. It shows that part of them respects your direction, even if they are not comfortable acknowledging it openly. Number 4, they become emotionally defensive around you. Simple conversations can trigger strong reactions. They may overreact, get sarcastic, or feel judged easily. This happens because your confidence unintentionally highlights their self-doubt. So instead of feeling neutral, they feel exposed. Even neutral comments can feel personal to them because their internal insecurity is already active. In psychology, this is linked to emotional sensitivity caused by low self-esteem, where harmless interactions are misinterpreted as criticism. Number 5, they avoid celebrating your wins. They don't always say anything negative, but their energy changes when good things happen to you. Silence, discomfort, or lack of enthusiasm can appear. In psychology, this is often linked to social comparison stress. Your success reminds them of their own dissatisfaction. Even if they smile or congratulate you, the emotional warmth may not match the moment. And sometimes, they change the subject quickly because staying in that moment feels mentally uncomfortable. Number 6, they constantly seek validation from others. People who feel inferior often rely heavily on approval. They need compliments, attention, or reassurance to feel okay about themselves. Without external validation, their confidence drops quickly. This shows that their self-worth is still unstable. They may post frequently for attention, ask for reassurance often, or become unsettled when they are not noticed. Psychologically, this is called external validation dependence, when identity is shaped more by others' opinions than internal belief. Number 7, your confidence makes them uncomfortable. Your calm self-assurance can feel too much for them. Not because you are arrogant, but because you are certain of yourself. This can make them label your confidence as pride or ego. In reality, your stability simply highlights their inner uncertainty. Your boundaries may feel harsh to them, even when they are normal. Your clarity may feel intimidating, even when it is peaceful. Confidence does not attack them, it simply reflects what they are still struggling to build within themselves. Number 8, they subtly compete with you. They turn normal situations into comparison points. If you achieve something, they feel pressure to match it. If you progress, they feel the need to respond. This is silent competition, not always aggressive, but emotionally present. It comes from feeling like they are behind, even when no race exists. Sometimes this competition shows up in timing. They suddenly try to do similar things after you succeed. Other times it shows in conversations where achievements are indirectly compared. The truth is, most people who feel inferior will never admit it. It doesn't show up in words, it shows up in behavior. But here is what matters most. Their insecurity is not your responsibility. Your growth does not create their discomfort. It only reveals what was already inside them. Confident people don't compete with others. Insecure people compete silently with everyone. As you grow in life, you will notice different reactions from people. Some will support you. Some will distance themselves. And some will struggle quietly with what your presence represents. But your job is not to shrink. It is to stay grounded, to stay focused, to keep building yourself without apology, because the right people will never feel threatened by your growth, they will respect it. If this message resonated with you, comment, "I know my worth" below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more psychological insights, human behavior breakdowns, and mindset lessons.